say good morning to you. We are broadcasting live on the road today. We are at Poor Trav's Deli. You want a steamed sandwich? Oh, baby, here's the place to come. Love it, love it, love it. 543-6128 is the number to call. Come in and have lunch with us. And if you can't get it to go, I got folks in there getting their lunch and heading back out. So we would want you to come get it to go if you can't stay. Of course, we got tables behind us. Got the fountain drinks over my shoulder here, the Pepsi products. So we've got about 10 different kinds of potato chips, probably more than that. We've got 10 cases full of drinks, Coke products, Mountain Dew products, Powerade, energy drinks. The Celsius energy drinks got it all for you at Poor Trav's Deli. Here in Elizabeth, and 543-6128 is the number to call. Birthdays on this Thursday, April the 3rd. Well, you've got Marsha Mason, actress, 83, pretty good actress. Wayne Newton having a birthday, 83. Tony Orlando, from Tony Orlando and Dawn having a birthday, he's 81. David Hyde Pierce, that was Niles, I think, on Frasier. He's 66 today. And a young lady I met one time who was a really cool lady. I met her at the Speedway. In fact, got a chance to introduce her. Peekaboo Street, the Olympic skiing gold medalist Peekaboo Street having a birthday. She's 54 today. Got like a lady's name is Peekaboo. So that's what's going on again on this Thursday. We are live here again at Poor Trav's Deli. Richard's going to join us coming up here in a minute. They sponsor, of course, as you know, the player of the game, Poor Trav's Deli player of the game. They do a great job. We appreciate them very much. So you can't go wrong. And every time we give away player of the game to these kids, man, they love it. They get excited, the ball players, because they get free food from right here at Poor Trav's Deli. 543-6128 is the number to call. Call in your order. Come by here and pick it up right here on the main drag, right across from the Jewelers Bench. One of our great sponsors, of course, here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Show number 2259. It is. So we got lots to talk about. We'll take our first break, come right back and jump in, take a look at Major League Baseball. Coming up, scheduled to be here, Sean Witten, head football coach at the Elizabethton Cyclones. Also, Brendan Sweeney, the assistant athletic director of Milligan, gives an update on Milligan sports. We got that, plus all kinds of NFL news. Major League Baseball getting ready to do. High school baseball. By the way, the Cyclones, we got baseball today. Cyclones won again yesterday, 4-0. They've won 12 in a row. The new polls are out. We're number 7 in the state. Science Hill's coming to town. They're number 20 in the state in 4A, so it's going to be another great battle. 5 o'clock first pitch. We're on air at 4:40 today at the ballpark right down the street here at Northeast Community Credit Union Ballpark. The Cyclones and the Hilltoppers. It's going to be a dandy. 7th ranked Elizabethton, 20th ranked Science Hill going to get after it. The Cyclones have won 12 straight. Wow, it's impressive. And they beat a good team yesterday, 4-0. Excuse me, shut them out 4-zip. Somehow outscored them 12-5 in those two games. They'll see each other again later in the season, and I dare say you'll see each other again in the tournament as well. So it is what it is. But it's going to be a good one today too. Science Hill non-conference game, but still at Science Hill. That's all I need to say. In fact, here it is. We'll take our first break and come right back. We'll get ready for Major League Baseball here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, live at Poor Trav's Deli. 543-6128, the number to call. Order in. Man, when you get a sandwich here, they don't scrimp. When you get one that's got roast beef and cheese on it, you get roast beef, you get cheese. If you want the Mad Italian, you want turkey and cheese, you want ham and cheese, whatever you want, when you get it here, you don't go open up the bun and go, where's the meat at? There's no meat on this thing. That's not the case. And also they sell a ton of pickled eggs. All that right here at Poor Trav's Deli. Back after this, our first look at sports. We'll take a look at Major League Baseball here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. It's exciting Elizabethton Cyclone baseball. Hi, this is Tom Taylor inviting you to join Isaac Fletcher and yours truly Thursday night from Northeast Community Credit Union Ballpark as the Cyclones host the Science Hill Hilltoppers. Airtime at 4:40. First pitch at 5 o'clock, video and audio. The Cyclones and Science Hill in a non-conference battle at Northeast Community Credit Union Ballpark. It all starts at 4:40 Thursday night here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Cyclone Baseball. Out and about, ball games, ball practices, on the move. Make that phone number, put in your phone, 543-6128. Stop by and get some sandwiches, right? Tell me about it.
Yeah, give us a call real quick on your way to whatever event or gathering you've got going on there when the weather's nice, and we'll have that bag ready for you when you get here about 10 minutes later.
Yep. Talk about the subs, the poor boys. You sell a lot of those, the cold subs. We don't talk enough about those.
Yeah, when the weather warms up, people like them cold sandwiches. They have bologna, salami, ham, and cheese on them. We've got a 6-inch on a soft split deli roll, and then we have the 12 inches on the sesame seeded Grecian bread.
Yep.
Mix it up with some mayonnaise, mustard, lettuce, tomato, lots of them spicy onions.
Yep, the 12-inch goes for $6.49. The 6-inch will go for $5.19, and they're piled high with meat. They don't scrimp here at Poor Travis Deli. So
and if you like extra, you can always add extra. You can make it thick as you like.
There you go. So those are the cold subs. Let's talk about the salads real quick. Tell me about the salads at Poor Travis.
We'll put you a fistful of lettuce in a tray with some shredded ham, roast beef, or turkey, some shredded cheese. We have tomatoes, spicy onions, some crunchy croutons, 2 packs of dressing. We have ranch, Italian, honey mustard, and Thousand Island.
Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 9, closed on Sunday. Phone number is 543-6128 Broad Street, Elizabeth, and right across from the Jeweler's Bench. One of our great sponsors who sponsors the player of the game, by the way. Don't forget that. He puts free sandwiches in these kids' hands for being the star player of whatever sport we're covering. So
I think they like it.
They do like it.
They do like it.
Yep, they do like it. And so we like giving it. He likes to give it.
That's right.
And so we appreciate it's a win-win for everybody. Poor Travis Deli. Be loyal, buy local. Support Poor Travis Deli here in Elizabethton. Proud sponsor of the Tom Douglas Sports Show at Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. Poor Travis Deli.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets like a the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, yeah, and the home of the brave. I'm so blessed, got this heartbeat in my chest. It doesn't matter about the rest. If I got you, Lord, I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed, got this heartbeat in my chest. It doesn't matter about the rest.
And back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Look who stopped by, and he should. It's his place. We want him to stop by. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Morning, Tom. Morning, everybody.
Yeah, let's see. It's hit that. Probably there. It'd be magic now. I bet I can hear you. Go ahead and say hello. No? Wait a minute. Where are we here? What's going on? Now I bet you can say it. Go ahead and say
Hello,
it.
hello.
There you go.
All right. Good morning, everybody.
It really helps, Tom, when you hit the on button. I got you. Thank you. Or hit the mute button so it's not muted. So it's amazing how that works. See? I do this every day, and I go, okay, how come I can't hear it? Because the mute button's on his mic, but it's not now. Good morning. How you doing?
Doing good. Doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Real good.
Yep. So let's hit this right here. I want to get one because we haven't talked to him for a while. So here we go. Talking to our buddy, one of our great sponsors, Richard Oakes, the owner of Poor Travis Deli. A lot of sandwich shops out there. What separates you from everybody else? Why should we come to Poor Travis?
We got that steamer, buddy. Make that sandwich nice and soft and warm for you. Melt that cheese real good.
Tell me all the different sandwiches you offer.
Specialties include ham and cheese, our most popular. Roast beef, my personal favorite, along with the Reuben. We have turkey. We make a Mad Italian, which is a ham-turkey combination. We have steak and cheese. We've got corned beef, pastrami. We got a pizza sub with pepperoni, provolone, and sauce. Meatball sub, just same. We got a couple salads. We got house salad with just cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, croutons. If you just want to add something to your sandwich, or if you want some meat in it, we'll put ham, turkey, roast beef, whatever you like.
Port Chaz Deli.
Cold cuts. We got cold cuts. Big cold cut sub, bologna, salami, ham, and cheese.
543-6128. Hours are open here.
9 to 9, Monday through Saturday.
There you go. Closed on Sunday. Great sponsor, Cyclone Sports and the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Be loyal, buy local, and get your steamed sandwiches right here from Port Chaz Deli. There you go. We got that one in. So, it is the time of the year when everybody's on the move.
Yeah.
Ball games, fishing,
Weather's getting good.
camping, whatever. Weather's getting great. Just because, going to be in the backyard doing something. So, on the move, call ahead, get these sandwiches. What's the turnaround time? I called and I said I need 10 sandwiches. How long would it take?
About 10, 15 minutes. We take care of that for you.
Yeah, 10 or 15. That's all you got to take.
Yeah.
543-6128.
You stopping to fuel up, call it in, pick them up when you're done. Easy peasy.
Ham and cheese still the most popular?
Yep.
Then you've got pickled eggs. Tell me about pickled eggs.
Yep. Beet pickled eggs. They're pickled for about 7 days before we serve them. Nice and purple, pink, whatever color they turn out.
It doesn't matter what color. They just come get them, don't they?
People love them, man.
Oh, absolutely. They come in. The last time I was here doing the show, guy came in and said, got a couple of sandwiches, need 6 pickled eggs. Trey took care of him, so.
That's a meal by itself, really.
Absolutely.
6 eggs, a lot.
That's a lot of eggs.
Yep.
That's a lot of grubbing. So, again, hello, Deb Gooch. How you doing, dear? Love that lady. Hello, Becky Muncie down in Union County. We do have baseball today. The Cyclone baseball team has won 12 in a row. They're now 7th in the state. And we will have them, and, of course, the players of the game, and these guys love. In the post game, you get them up there in the press box, say, what's your, getting ready to hand them the certificate. What's your favorite? Turkey and cheese, ham and cheese, the Mad Italian,
Roll
the
the
meatball.
dice.
Man, these guys, they're here all the time. These baseball players are here a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And they like it. So
Yep.
remember that, folks. This man gives food to
Love
the
doing
student athletes. At T.A. Duggar, we do T.A. Duggar in the fall. And, of course, we do Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports. He loves doing it because it brings in new customers, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's good for everybody.
That's right. Everybody wins. And what happens a lot of times, one of the winners will come in with his buddies or her buddies, and she gets the free sandwich, and everybody else buys the sandwich. So works okay
Yeah,
that way
works
for
out
her,
good.
too. Yeah, it's all good.
It's nice to give back, you know what I mean?
Amen.
It's good to share.
Yep. Hello, Michael Brand. 543-6128 is the number to call. If you haven't had lunch plans, come in, sit behind us, have lunch here at the tables behind us. Got the fountain drinks, the Pepsi drinks, got tea.
Tom will put you on.
I will, if you want to be. If you don't, if you just want to sit back here and eat and not be bothered, that's okay too. Some like to be on, some don't. I get that. So Sean Witten's due to join us coming up here at the top of the hour, talking Cyclone football and the malt sale that's going on right now to help the football team. And later on, Brendan Sweeney's going to join us, the assistant athletic director from Milligan, give us an update on Milligan sports. So, and we got all kinds of sports to talk about between now and then. So I want to get him on before it got crazy. So 543-6128. And so, again, folks on the move and don't want to cook and come flying through your call ahead of time, give them 5 or 10 minutes to get those sandwiches made. You put them in tin foil to keep them hot. They stay hot a long time, don't
Yeah,
they?
they'll hold up pretty good. And a lot of people actually get their orders to go, you know. So even if it looks crowded in here, give it a call anyway. We'll take care of you. We'll get it out. Don't worry.
Tater chips, all kinds of tater chips.
Tons of
Cape
chips,
Cod's.
yep. Got a few new flavors too.
Oh, do you?
Yep.
Who's the new flavors?
It's one of our distributors has their own brand. It's Metro Deli.
Metro
Pretty
Deli.
tasty flavors though. Some flavors we don't have. So spicy dill pickle and jalapeno cheddar. Good.
You got the Wise brand, the
Those.
Cape Cod brand. Over here you've got the
Tom's, Lay's.
Tom's, Fritos.
Yep. We got
Lay's.
loads of options for chips. That's one of the
Yeah.
that's one of the cool things about us. We got a
Absolutely.
lot of good choices.
Absolutely. And then in the cases, you got 10 cases of drinks.
Tons of drinks, yeah.
Pepsi products, Coke products, energy drinks, Celsius. Celsius is an energy drink, is it not?
Yep. Trey loves them.
Yeah. Oh, Trey drinks them? Yeah, that's
Yep.
good.
Trey loves them.
We've never talked much about your employees. Tell us who all works here. Trey and who else?
We got Trey. We got Mason Williams in here today. A couple great guys.
Mhm.
Got some ladies on night shift that covered for us. Girls, Mac, Jasmine, and Lexi. Little Gabe Linebaugh. His grandfather used to own the place. Bill Linebaugh used to own Port Travis Deli.
Oh, really?
Now little Gabe works here.
His grandson works here.
That's right.
Wow, that's pretty
Love
cool.
having him.
That's neat.
It's cool.
Yep. Best sandwich in East Tennessee, Tom. You set
Yep.
the bar. Thanks to both of you for all you do. You're a sweetheart, Deb. So, love that lady. So,
Yeah.
and it is. It's a great sandwich. When you come here, as I said before we came over here, and to sit down with me. They don't scrimp on the meat. You don't get outside and open up the bun and go, I ordered turkey. Where's the turkey?
And if you prefer more, you can always order extra. We'll load it up for you.
Load the wagon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us how you like it. We'll do it.
Love it, love it, love
Some
it.
people like extra meat, double cheese.
Mm.
You know,
A little extra mayo, whatever it takes,
whatever you
right?
like. Just
Yeah.
tell us. We got
Be
you.
loyal. Buy local. It's a mom and pop business here in Elizabeth. Been here for years. It's right across from the jeweler's bench, and he's now the owner and going great guns. And we appreciate you very much.
Thank you.
You're a good
Love
man,
you
Charlie
guys.
Brown.
Appreciate everybody.
Love you, sir.
Love you.
Quick break. As promised, we'll take a look at Major League Baseball right after this break. From as soon as I see what I need to get my glasses. Here's my buddy Joseph Taylor from Ivy Hall Nursing Home. We'll take a look at Major League Baseball. The Braves. All right, they're coming back home. The Braves will finally get away from the San Diego Padres and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Neither team's lost. It's unbelievable to start those two teams. The Braves come home traveling today, open up a series. They're home opener tomorrow night against the Miami Marlins. We'll talk about that and more. Major League Baseball next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
One of our great sponsors on Cyclone Football, again, the great folks at Ivy Hall Nursing Home. Joseph Taylor, tell us what it's all about.
Yes, sir. We specialize in short-term rehab or long-term care. We accept all major insurances. We accept Medicare, Medicaid. What we really love is people that come in that have had a knee replacement, hip replacement, come to Ivy Hall for some inpatient rehab. We have physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We have a full-time respiratory therapist. And Tom, you can see I'm a big guy, so you know I like food. I know good food, and Ivy Hall specializes in home-cooked meals, three good meals a day. You can catch me every day right at the door getting my tray myself.
There you go. That's awesome. How do we find out more about Ivy Hall on social media?
Yes, sir. We have a Facebook page, Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook, or a website, ivyhallnursinghome.com.
One of our great sponsors, folks. Glad to have them on board. Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us here again. We are at Poor Trav's Deli. Love being here. And so we weren't here last month. We were kind of, as we told you, under the weather. Had a little hitch in my giddy up. We got that fixed. Thanks to the good Lord, man. Prayers. Golly, a lot of people have been praying for me. And I've told people the quickness of which this was a turnaround for me is no question. It was the hand of the Lord. And people, whatever. I'm just telling you. So it was here and now it's gone. It's still there, but not like it was. So anyway, David Collins and company, you know, we talk about their auctions all the time. Got to tell you, they listed 2 homes, and in 2 days they go under contract. 2 days. Ginger Lane and Reynolds Road. These are 2 that got listed on the 24th and the 26th to go under contract. Is that not incredible? That's incredible. Collins and company. We talk all the time about these auctions. If you need somebody to sell your property, list your property, and sell your property in 2 days, 2 days. In the spring of 2025, everybody's kind of watching to see what's going to happen, I think. But you can take it to the bank. David Collins, they're full-time realtors here in Elizabeth, and they get it done. So they listed it in 2 days. Both went under contract. That's incredible. Again, Ginger Lane and Reynolds Road, just to give you an example. Those 2 went quickly. All right, let's take a look at Major League Baseball. Our first look at sports here again on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Show number 2259. We're clicking them off to get to 2300. Then we'll go to 2400, then a 2500. I don't know if that's where I'm going to hang it up or keep trucking. I don't know. I like doing what I'm doing, but it's another year or so away. But anyway, that's kind of our next big goal is 2,500 shows. We're at 2259, so we do have a ways to go. No defending World Series champion has ever had a better start to the season than the 2025 Los Angeles Dodgers. Last night, they go to 8-0. Shohei Ohtani's 9th inning walk-off home run to beat the Braves. They were down 5-0 to get into the Braves bullpen, which is not very good right now. And so Ohtani, interestingly enough, had the walk-off home run on the Ohtani bobblehead night at the ballpark. How about that for a kind of a Cinderella story? It's his night. They're passing out bobblehead dolls to come to the ballpark to watch him play, and he hits the game-winning walk-off home run. That's pretty cool. It's like a Hollywood script. The Dodgers fell behind 5-0 and rallied against the bullpen of Atlanta to tie it, and then, as we said, eventually walk off with a walk-off home run. The 8-0 start is the best ever by a defending World Series champion team. Also the best for the Dodgers, and they won a franchise record 10 straight games to open 1955. So these guys are the real deal. They are loaded. Good night. They are loaded. Phew. And so they travel now. It's going to be interesting because one of the teams they feel like is going to give them a run for their money this year in the National League are the Philadelphia Phillies, and they'll open up a series there tomorrow night. That's going to be a good series this weekend. We'll talk more about that in a moment. The Phillies hosting the Dodgers, the first road game of the year for L.A. The Braves, new low and what's been a wretched start. They're now 0-7, baseball's only winless team, the Atlanta Braves. It's not going to stay that way. So, again, as I jokingly said yesterday, folks on the suicide watch of the Braves, they don't need to do that. It's going to get turned around. You can't stay this bad this long for the whole season. You know that. Although the White Sox did last year, but I don't see the Braves doing it. They're going to turn this thing around starting tomorrow night. We hope against the Miami Marlins. No team has ever reached the postseason after starting the season 0-7. There you go. There's motivation to prove them wrong. No team, let me say it again, no team has ever reached the postseason after coming out of the gate at 0-7. So the Braves can use that as a motivational factor and prove everybody wrong. So anyway, Padres will go out on the road. They're undefeated. They'll finally go on the road. They'll play the Cubs this weekend in Chicago. The Braves back on to battle the Marlins. The 0-7 start is Atlanta's worst since an 0-9 start to start 2016. The Braves went 68-93 that year. So, anyway, they are struggling to say the least, and hopefully they'll turn around tomorrow night against the Miami Marlins in Atlanta. Here's today's schedule. Let me go to this other story, too. Zach Gallen. 42-degree weather last night at Yankee Stadium. Wind made it mid-30s with wind chill. He's out there in short sleeves. He's throwing BBs. This guy struck out 13 Yankees last night. Wow. Zach Gallen for the Arizona Diamondbacks. 13 strikeouts in 30-degree weather last night in short sleeves for the Diamondbacks over the Yankees. Here's today's schedule. It's an abbreviated schedule. Today's a travel day in Major League Baseball. Thursdays always are. Moving to the new city to open up a weekend series. But today, Red Sox in Baltimore. These are day games. Colorado and Philadelphia. Minnesota hosting the Astros. Under the lights tonight, Arizona, the Yankees, the series wrap up, and Cincinnati will open up a series for the weekend tonight, 4-game set in Milwaukee against the Brewers, who are struggling. Standings in the East of the American League. Toronto leads it with a record of 5-2. In the Central, what a dismal division. Good grief. Every team in the division is 2-4. Every one of them. Minnesota, White Sox, Cleveland, Kansas City, Detroit, all 2-4 right now. In the West, the Texas Rangers without Evan Carter. He's down at Round Rock, the AAA for the Rangers. Texas leads the division at 5-2 right now. In the National League, Philadelphia leads the East. They're 4-1. The Central Division, the Cardinals lead. They're 4-2. And in the West, as we told you, the Dodgers. So you go on about the Braves, but look at the Padres and the Dodgers have not lost a game. They're 15-0. The two best teams in baseball, the Braves ran into them. They lose Lopez. You know the story. They lose the outfielder. So they're trying to get it all together, and they will. It's a long, long, long season. No question. Now, before we go to the break, Sean's here. We'll talk to him coming up next. Head Coach Sean Witten, the Cyclones. We're getting excited. I got the countdown. I bet he knows. I bet he knows right now. I'll see how many days till kickoff. You know? You know how many there is? I got it right here. August the 22nd. Kickoff night is how many days? 141 days till kickoff. Woo! There you go. It'll be here before you know it. So before we go to the break, torpedo bats. That's been the big buzz. Will they be outlawed? They can't. Well, they can be, but they are legal. This bat is designed to have a sweet spot. The intent is to improve players' chance of barreling the ball and reducing the likelihood of whiffing. So they've reconstructed his bat, which is totally legal in the Major League Baseball rules and regs for the bat. So the hottest thing right now is these torpedo bats, what they call them. And so, of course, the Yankees started the season hitting home run after home run after home run. So will they be banned? I don't know. The word, it's still up in the air. But, again, as I said, it is totally legal for them to have a torpedo bat. So we'll see how that goes. But it's been the buzz right now. All right, before we go to the break, the big weekend series, we told you the Dodgers will open up in Philadelphia tomorrow night. That's a biggie. Tampa Bay and Texas. Two front runners going to play starting tomorrow in Texas. Again, Evan Carter at Round Rock right now, the AAA affiliate of the Texas Rangers, and so he is out right now from the AAA. I mean, from the bigs, but I feel very confident he'll get back up there when given the chance. And his chance is to go down to Round Rock to AAA and show him what he can do, and he's doing it. So I don't see him being down there for very long. Cyclone baseball winners of 12 in a row. New Poles route. We're 7th in the state this week. Starting today, we're 7th in the state. Science Hills coming to town. They're 20th in the state. We'll go on air at 4:40 the broadcast, 5 o'clock first pitch. Cyclones and Science Hill baseball today at Northeast Community Credit Union Ballpark. Be a great night to come watch it. It's going to be nice and warm. It's not going to be cold like it was the other night we had the heater on. Don't think that's going to be the case tonight. It's going to be a great night for baseball. The Cyclones, again, winners of 12 straight, now 7th in the state, taking on the 20th ranked Science Hill Hilltoppers in 4A baseball. We're 7th in the state in 3A baseball. So all that starts at 4:40 this afternoon. Head football coach Sean Whitten joins us coming up next. He's here, ready to talk a little football. And mulch. We're selling mulch. We are. We sell mulch every year for the football team. We're selling mulch. He'll join us next. We'll talk a little football on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, live from Poor Trav's Deli, the best steamed sandwich in East Tennessee. No question. It's right here at Poor Trav's Deli, and you're a phone call away from ordering your lunch at 543-6128.
Brummett Sports Shop in downtown Elizabeth with your favorite school's T-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry fit t-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brummett Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brummett Sports Shop, downtown Elizabeth, and Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummettSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brummett Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show number 2259. We're clicking them off, trying to get to 2,300, then 2,400. 2,500 is going to be the magic. I don't know what I'm going to do at that point. I don't get to 2,500. I may come coach football, Coach Whitten. What would I do? Tight ends?
Tight ends, H-backs. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I can run by here to the doors about as far as I can go. So, but I don't need to run. I just need to blow a whistle and coach. So we're excited. We told you 141 days to a kickoff. So tomorrow night would be 140 divided by 7 would be how many? How many weeks we got? 20 weeks? Yeah, 20 weeks to kickoff. Wow, that's awesome. So we'll talk about the schedule in a moment, but right now we're selling mulch for the football team. Tell us about it.
Our 4th or 5th annual mulch sale, do it every year around Easter, Good Friday. We deliver. We do go through Big John's and deliver it in a parking lot. You can come by, pick it up. We'll also deliver it. But we got black, brown, red mulch. We got big pine bark mini nuggets, large nuggets, pine bark mulch, and then we also got the cypress. We'll also deliver it to your house. And obviously, the more you buy, the more it helps our football team. We're doing it from 6th grade all the way up to 12th grade. Tia Duggar is also involved, so you can see any one of the coaches or football players from Tia Duggar all the way to high school. So usually one of our bigger fundraisers we do, obviously, around springtime and long weekend of Good Friday. So obviously opportunity to come through Friday morning and pick it up, or we'll deliver it. So just let us know and we'll get it to you. It's $5 a bag, and it's name brand mulch, obviously with Mr. Barnett there at Big John's does a great job of helping us out and really giving it to you at cost.
There you go. Hello to Lisa Bradley watching. Lisa and Gary watching down at Crockett. They watch every day, most days. Hello. Thank you, kids, for being with us down at Crockett and in Jonesboro. So you can come through the school in the parking lot at the high school is what he's talking, or you can have delivered. So you look at the schedule. We got 6 road games. Folks don't realize the cost of putting a football team on the road to go. Even if you go to Science Hill 7 or 8 miles down the road, it's still pretty costly. And so tell folks it's pretty expensive to put a football team on the road.
Well, it's about $1,200, for to outfit a kid. Helmet, shoulder pads, and then the other necessary, the pads and things, and also, it's per pupil. So we try to carry anywhere from 65 to 70 players, and helmet and shoulder pads and other miscellaneous equipment that we need, and then just it takes a lot to get through a season, and travel expenses and. Pregame meals. I mean, obviously, just a lot of things that way. So, costs obviously, continue to go up. But, every one of our players is in a top-notch helmet. Every one of our players wears the same helmet, chin strap, everything, best shoulder pads, according to positions they play, rib protectors, knee braces, ankle braces, the whole 9 yards. And then, just the practice equipment that we need. I call them practice toys, the things that help us, perform better in practice, which – carries over to the games, those sleds, those different things that you need for equipment purposes, goes a long way.
So the mulch sale, which is what we're pushing here, it goes to when?
It goes all the way to Easter weekend. It's basically a couple weekends right there in April, and then the mulch is in the student parking lot of the high school. So all you got to do is come through and pick it up, and then also, if you'll let us know, we'll deliver it to you. We can set it where you need it at your house, and then we kind of go from there. So if you buy 25, 35, 40 bags or more, we'll get it to you. If you don't have a truck or don't have a trailer, we'll be glad to drop it off your house location, things like that. And then obviously if you need more, we'll have a few bag extras. But we sell the name brand stuff just like you can get at Lowe's, Home Depot. Big John's does a great job with us the last couple of years. It's there the night before. We don't have to worry about any delays or not having the right orders. So the other thing too is our program services also the middle school program. So middle school practices at the high school. So you're talking about 150 kids to say youth kids use those the pads and the dummies and the sleds things also for youth football practice. So money goes a long way. It services a lot of young student athletes at Lisbon High School, and it's one of our big fundraisers of the year. So everybody does a little bit of yard work here and there. Like I said, we got the red, black, brown, the cypress, which a lot of people like. We got the mulch, and then we also have the nuggets and the mini nuggets.
So you can come that day and get it.
Yes.
On Easter weekend at the high school. The student, by the way, for those of you who are not familiar with Elizabeth, and the student parking lot is where the parks in front of the football stadium. That's the student parking lot. We know that, but if you're from the other parts of the area, that's the big parking lot right there on the main drag, right in front of the school. That's where it's going to be. But if you want to pre-order now and say, I want these many bags, how do we pre-order right now?
Well, just contact the school, contact Cyclone Touchdown Club, Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram. Contact the school. Also, any football player, middle school or high school, you can get a hold of those. And then it doesn't matter if you're local or live in Boone, Gray, Kingsport. We went one year all the way over to Colonial Heights, and we actually. Me, you, and Tony put it down that day.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
And so it's a great fundraiser. It goes a long way. Our guys, it kind of puts our guys to work that day. Have a good day with it. Rick Walters at Horseman. You can also get a hold of him if you want to stop by there. But you can order that day, pre-order. Come by, let us know, and we'll be happy to get it to your location.
So I'm going to go ahead and order. I'm going to talk to Coach Sean Whitten, so I'm going to put him in order now. So put me down for, I'm trying to figure out, I got 2 beds that need mulch this year because it's faded. I'm going to go 10 bags. I got it. Now, what are the colors again?
We got the red mulch, the black mulch, the brown mulch. We got the cypress. We got the pine bark mulch, and then we got the pine bark big nuggets and mini nuggets.
Probably do cypress. I think cypress doesn't rot. I
Yeah,
think
cypress doesn't rot.
Doesn't
Also
rot.
doesn't do termites, things like that. It's
10 bags of cypress, sir.
yes, sir.
Sold.
Sounds good.
Ding, sold.
Yeah.
Hello to Linda Anderson. Hello to Mikey Blevins. Thank you all for watching the show. We're here live at Port Travis Deli, 543-6128. Appreciate you folks coming in here and getting your order. Come in and get it. You sit behind us and eat. Port Travs, again, they award every Friday night, and then baseball twice. Like tonight, we'll give away 2. Sometimes in football, we'll give away 4. This guy's giving away free food. Someone's got to pay for it. He does. So he believes in the product. So the old adage, scratch those who scratch yours. He's giving your student-athlete kids here at Elizabeth and T. Duggar free food every game. And that's not cheap. It adds up. So big thanks to Richard here at Port Travis Deli. You look at the football schedule. Everybody's on. They keep coming up to me saying, how come we're playing Greenville again down there this year? I said, that's the TSSAA. We have no control of that, right?
Well, 2 years ago, TSSAA started setting the region schedule first. They used to just come out with the weeks when you had to play, but they kind of set your region schedule. We got a Seymour back in our region, so they decide and dictate the regions. Used to, you kind of your conference got together and you kind of planned it out, but we 2 years in a row they making us go there. They're with we got 8 teams in a region this year, so and then only leaves with 3 non-conference games.
Mm-hmm.
So it really kind of limits your weeks of when you can get non-conference games. And obviously Science Hill week 1, and then first time in about a decade we got Tennessee High back on the schedule, and then got Westridge on the schedule. It just comes, we get 8 teams in a region, trying to get the home and away. Things don't work out, but TSLA sets the region schedule, and there's they try to put that marquee game, at week 11 right there, which is, just decides a lot for a conference championship playoff, home and away, and so our first 3 games are non-conference, and then we go straight through for conference games there. So, we're going to have to do a great job of trying to make sure we get a strong finish, and then still got both Volunteer and Cherokee, also got Granger, obviously Sullivan East, and got Northview, Seymour, and then obviously Greenville. So just excited to get Bristol back on the schedule, and then obviously Westridge, a lot of old Sullivan South, so it's we've played them in JV games the last couple of years and been able to get them on the schedule. So whenever you lose a team like Dobbins Bend or Daniel Boone, you want to try to stay local, and
Absolutely.
we've not played them in the varsity games since they've opened up, so it's good to get them on the schedule.
So from a travel standpoint on a Friday night, we only got 4 home games this year, but the 6 road games, the first 2, Johnson City, Science Hill, Stone Castle, Tennessee High. So all the games on a Friday night are really, there's been years we've had to go way down the road, Ray County, wherever, but travel-wise, really, it's not that bad. Cherokee.
Granger's probably the farthest.
Granger's the farthest, but what a beautiful drive down on the river. What a stadium. Once you get there, man, that's a showplace.
Yeah, it is. It is. Obviously, our basketball teams and baseball teams compete against Granger, in Region 2, and football's a little bit different, because the conferences are different than basketball and baseball, you don't really have the same teams, and you got more classifications in football, but, obviously we want to keep playing teams, 5A schools, 6A schools, opportunity to play those schools to get you better, and see teams that are just as good as you are or better, and helps you down the road, and then just obviously good rivalry traditions. Tennessee High is a great basketball school, great baseball school. They're first in the conferences there, and gives great games, and you go down like last 2 days of us playing them baseball. There's just it's every pitch, every hit, every plays, and you're on the edge of the seat. So be able, we got Stone Castle's a rich tradition type place to play, and we always had good history with those guys. And then obviously we need those games in 2 years from now. When we get the 6 home games, we're going to need them to kind of come back and get good crowds. So just excited about getting those guys back on the schedule, and just as much support as we can get. It kind of helps our programs.
Hello, Vicki Freeman. Hello to Derek Nave. Hello to Anna Tucker Murphy. We are 20 weeks away from tomorrow night from Cyclone football, and everybody starts, not just us. So everybody's already starting to talk a little bit, but our spring sports are doing very well right now. We can't overlook those. We're not. Baseball tonight, they won 12 straight, and they'll take on Science Hill tonight. They are 20th in the state in the 4A. The new polls are out. Cyclones are up from 10 to number 7 in the state in baseball under first-year coach Mike Korn. So softball's red hot right now. Track and field is doing well. Boys soccer's hanging right in there, as is the boys and girls tennis. So it's here, but spring football practice right around the corner. Tell me about that.
Towards the end of the month, we'll get 10, 12 days out on the field, get some drills, and the guys been working out pretty good, and then just getting ready, excited. It's less than 30 days or so till school's out, so we'll get cranked up in the summer. But just guys that are not participating in spring sports, get a chance to get out there, get some football drills, and especially when it gets warm. So obviously, that's good. And right now we get a chance to support the spring sports, and we've got a lot of guys in baseball, track, soccer, whatever it may be, and when those guys get back, they just kind of, they make us better, with the guys that continue to, build the foundation of that are doing the work right now, and then we just kind of go from there. But it's just great to see, guys have success in other sports, and just kind of step up. And guys, whenever you're competing, you can be a game changer, and guys have done a really good job. So we're proud of the, hopefully they can have a, finish strong this month and head into the postseason.
Hello, Grand Minor. Hello to April Bristow. That's a brand new name. Thank you for watching the show. So we're going to talk about the new facility coming up here in just a second, because it's coming up out of the ground. It's very, very exciting for Cyclone Sports. So in the spring, we've talked about this before, you get a chance to kind of tweak and kind of move, kind of experiment a little bit with some of the guys in spring, because once fall gets here, it's locked down, get ready for Science Hill in the season, right?
Yeah, I mean, you just kind of see what guys can do, and then also, with the depth you got, or, maybe move some guys to tweak positions, or, hey, try to learn two positions or another position, or, hey, you've only played the right side of the line. Can you play left side of the line? Whatever it may be. And then, versatility. Obviously, the more versatile you are, the better you're going to be. And then, the more you can make adjustments, throughout the, season of, you creating depth of this guy, that guy. But, we got some dynamic guys and got, some really good seniors coming back. And then, obviously we've had a really good freshman group, continue to work and get strong, and, guys change their body and gain a lot of confidence. So we're excited about that. And then, obviously with you talking about a new facility going in, that's why fundraisers come in hand, because, it's a multi-purpose, facility for all sports, but football per pupil. We got a lot of kids that play football, and, you got a lot of kids going to be in there. So, if you can support us in the fundraisers, a lot of that helps buy equipment, weight room equipment, medicine balls, things that we're going to have to put in there, anything that we can do to kind of help, go a long way.
So for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, in behind the school, we're building a facility in honor of his late grandfather, Coach Ryder, Big Daddy as we call him. And so this is an awesome facility. Case in point, early in the week when it was pouring down the rain, when we have this built, the baseball team went in there, could have practiced. In the fall, it was pouring down the rain for a Thursday band practice. The band going there because you have an artificial
30-yard indoor
turf. So anytime the weather's inclement outside, it's not just football. The other school or the other sports, including the band, which I think is a sport, will be able to use the facility as well. So I know they poured the footers. Where are we right now? Is it coming up?
They got the crane in this week. Part of the building's kind of going up, some of the walls and things. So it's exciting on that part. And like I said, it's just going to be a multi-purpose facility, long time overdue, need just all sports, and 30-yard indoor facility where you can kind of do walkthroughs and still teach, still get the work in. Obviously baseball and softball have batting cages but you can go in there and hit ground balls. You can field, you can pitch, you can throw, catch. So just a lot of great things. It's going to be obviously equipped very well. Basketball gym, weight room, open, facility there. It's going to have garage doors you can open up. And, days like today, we're supposed to be record-breaking sunshine. You can open the doors up and get the outside air. And then obviously you can go right out to the football field as well. So, located adjacent to the back of the school, so you can get in and out. And then another basketball gym for them to practice and get work in. So it's just a lot of space that we need. And, we've had the perfect area back there behind that school for a long period of time. It's, grandfather, kind of fought to have we've never had a field house, so that long time overdue that a school's built in the 70s. Here we are, 2025, just now getting a field house So just a lot of good programs have field houses where you can get a lot of good work. So ours is going to just be a multi-purpose facility that's going to we can use during school, after school, in the summer. It's going to be used nonstop.
So it's a basketball extra gym and an indoor, as he said, 30-yard indoor turfed. So you can work out there, weight rooms, meeting rooms. So if you look at Elizabeth and there's 14,000 people in this city, because we have a lot of out-of-state people who've never been here. So we're a town of 14,000. We have a softball field that has turf on the infield now. We have the baseball team plays at the River Rider Ballpark that's turfed, primo facility. We have our football stadium, which is, in my opinion, the best around. It's a heck of a facility. Other schools argue that point, but it's for a school our size, it's pretty dadgum good, and it's packed every time we play. You got the basketball gym, John Treadway Gym, and so now you take this, you have the indoor batting facility that Evan Carter donated a lot of money to build that for the kids. So you take a school our size and you put this on top of that, it's like the cherry on top of the cake, if you will, because it's going to be primo, and it's going to be named what? What's the name of it?
Dave Ryder Center for
Athletic
Performance. Yeah.
Yep. See, Dave Ryder, well deserved, Center for Athletic Performance, and they're doing fundraisers now where you can, if you want to, contribute money to the weights or medicine balls, whatever, right?
Get your name on the basketball court. You can do a lot of different things just to help support the name on the wall or whatever it may be, just kind of help give back and make sure that we got the first class facility.
Absolutely. Lisa says thanks to our communities, part and support our student athletes and programs. Yep, got to have them to nurture success. It's well put. She's down at Crockett, and they've got sponsors down there to help them. And look, this is our future. These are our kids, and so this facility also here in Elizabeth will benefit the Tia Duggar, which is the middle school, and those young people too. So it's a win-win for everybody.
Well, I think and obviously when the baseball team's not playing, their Tia Duggar's down there at the down there playing, and then Tia Duggar softball's playing at Kenny Hardin's field when they're on the road, and then our football, Tia Duggar football plays all their games down at the stadium, so they use our facilities, and so that's just that's what you do. Soccer's down there as well, and just obviously there's more space, more room. And a lot of guys young student athletes are going to benefit from that. So, support us in the fundraisers, help us come out and support us in our Mulch fundraiser Easter weekend. And, we'll take care of you. And, when you fundraise, 100% of the proceeds goes back to the student athletes.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't go to pay supplements or whatever it may be. It's just 100% goes back into the programs and, to help, make sure we have strong success in our sports programs.
So it comes up in 20 weeks. I got to ask you because I'm already fired up. A lot of people are fired up. So let's talk about our team. Who's coming back? What do you feel our strength's going to be? Kind of give us an overview.
Well, I mean, you think when you talk about our football team coming back, I mean, you talk about, seniors coming back, guys like Braden Rainwater, we got the three Wallen boys, Jay Bird, Justice, and Zach, got Rhett Slagle, Justin Whitehead, Jack Blevins. You got a number of guys right there that are seniors, that are coming back and have played a lot of football and been nitty gritty. You talk about like a Justin Whitehead, just basketball, baseball, football, just does a great job there. And then Rhett, the opportunity to be a 3-year starter. Not many people get a chance to be a 3-year starter quarterback. And then a kid like Braden Rainwater is just kind of the toughest, heart, soul. We got kids like Tucker Taylor, got some young guys coming up. But C.J. Mathis had a great year last year. William McDuffie, McDuffie's the name's been in our program for several years, and so just excited about getting those guys back that. That had big seasons last year. Guys gained a lot of confidence. So looking forward to, the new names and new guys coming up, guys getting new opportunities. Just excited to see, those guys come along, So, we've had strong success in our middle school programs that feed through and, just want to continue to get those guys better and, hopefully we can have a, strong 2025 season.
Kicking game's in pretty good shape, isn't it?
Yeah, I got Will Bowers coming back. Obviously Caleb Kema had a great year last year. Will Bowers going to be a junior kicker. He's probably one of the best kickers in the state, most consistent kicker in the state. Excited about that. And then, you think about the linebacker core. Justice comes back for a senior year. He's been a Mike Backer, Jay Bird. Those guys. We got multiple running backs there, and then the new names you're excited to see. Guys come through. So we're excited about that. Kyler McGovern. Has been a strong guy there. Tanner Peltier. Comes back as one of the offensive linemen, and so just a number of those guys. Got the Love Day boys, so we're just excited to see the guys that have come through that can, it's their time to step up. Calix, Bryson Hughes, we got some young line, Brendan Orlana, we got a number of the guys, Ryan Green, Riley Greer, got a lot of young linemen, so we're excited about that. So look forward to it.
Absolutely. And then the Duggar kids will come up the last day of school. They become Cyclones.
Yeah, once we're officially out of school, we get those rising ninth graders. They had a strong group last year. Finished second place there, and excited to get some of those guys to come up and help us, and continue to make our program strong.
What year is this for Sean Whitten? Number?
This will be 19.
19.
19 seasons.
Got to brag on your brother too, Dub.
Yeah.
Flag football, Milligan. I mean those. I haven't been able to do a game yet because when I was laid up, and I want to try and get over to do a game. But man, they're playing some great flag football.
They played a weekend series in Kentucky, won 5 games. They've only lost 2 games this year. I think they're like 12-2.
Yeah.
He's getting ready to go to Michigan to play. Nebraska's where the championship series are. They've been to Atlanta, Alabama, North Carolina. Went to Kentucky last week. It's no shocker. Those girls do a great job. There's some fine ladies. They're down at the field practicing, and they use our weight room as well. And Mr. Hal Woods is helping them there. Dalton Mitchell's helping them there at Milligan. So it's super cool that see those flag football in the second season just kind of taking off. So we're excited about that. It's going to be an Olympic sport. It's going to be in L.A. in 2028. We're talking about that. It's going to be in July, flag football, men's and women's. But it's really taken off. A lot of the pro teams are sponsoring the flag football, and it's no surprise. Ryan Whitten does a great job. He's a great coach, and we're lucky to have him part of our program as well, and in middle school and at Milligan as well.
All 3 grandsons are successful coaches. 82's doing pretty good out in Texas. We know what he has done here. We got 2 rings on my finger because of what he's done, and now Ryan's doing his thing of flag football. He took a team that was 2 years ago. They won 3 games. Last year they won 10 games and went to the national tournament down at Atlanta. And so this year they're, what'd you say?
They're
won
12-2
12-2.
Yeah.
So just keeps going up.
Yeah.
And it's the sky's the limit. He loves Milligan. Milligan loves him. And it's easy to wear those colors because they're orange and black. So, man, I appreciate you coming.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Thanks for letting us support the.
Absolutely.
We get the mulch out there. Appreciate it.
20 weeks till football. We'll be in Science at Johnson City battling the very talented Science Hill Hilltoppers.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Go
Appreciate
Cyclones.
It.
Yep, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. We're here live. We are here at, where, Port Travis Deli in the Tom Daly Sports Show. We're talking to our buddy Dr. Eric Carter from Lingerfeld Drug Center, one of our proud sponsors of the show and Cyclone Sports. A lot of pharmacies out there, a lot of drugstores out there. Why, in your humble opinion, should we come and trade at Lingerfeld Drug Center?
Yes, I think our customers are our family. We treat people how I'd want my family to be treated. And that's, we can come in after hours for you if you need, or deliver to you. I think we just go the extra mile. A lot of times at a big chain or something, if you need a refill and it's out of refills, it's too bad. But we'll call the doctor, send them messages, and keep bothering them until they get them sent in to us. So we want to do everything we can to make sure our customers have their medicine and are happy.
Customer service, folks. Again, Lingerfeld Drug Center down here beside Carter County Bank in downtown Elizabethton. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Tell me, we don't talk a lot about it, Gabe. Tell me about the cold subs. Tell me about those in Port Travis, would you please?
So our cold subs, they come with they come in 2 different sizes, 12-inch, 6-inch, and they come with bologna, salami, ham, cheese, and then we can put whatever you want on it, and they come pre-made. We can get you out of here pretty quick.
6-inch or 12-inch?
Yes, sir.
6 inches, how much?
6 inches, $5.19, and a 12-inch is $6.49.
You couldn't make it for that. You couldn't go buy the bread. There's no way you could go buy the bread and make what they're going to do for you for that kind of price. The cold sub, 6-inch or 12-inch. They also sell salads. Tell me about the salads.
So we got a house salad that comes with cheese, tomato, croutons, and then 2 packs of dressing of your choice. And we can also throw our special signature onions on them. And then the chef salad comes with the same thing, but we can throw any type of meat you want on there. So a house salad is $6.29, and then the chef salad is $7.49.
Not going to bust your billfold, folks, and you get a salad too. They don't scrimp. That's kind of the motto. We don't scrimp. If you get a sandwich on those hot subs, we don't scrimp. So what's you're here all the time. What's the top 3 sandwiches you guys make day in and day out?
Ham and cheese, most popular. I'd say second to that, probably Mad Italian, and then third is probably a Reuben.
Yep. The Mad Italian is what? What do you get on it?
So you get ham, turkey, cheese, and then we can throw everything on there for you.
We got 10 cases of drinks over here. Everything, Pepsi products, Coke products, energy drinks, got all that. We got, we run through all the different Wise, Cape Cod, Toms, Lances, Doritos, Cheetos, got all the different kinds of chips.
Yes, sir.
All right here. Phone number to call is?
I actually don't know that part.
543?
Yeah, 6128.
6128. Poor Trav Deli, they also sponsor our Player of the Game, folks. Every time a kid plays ball, again, from Elizabeth and Tia Duggar, we give them a Poor Trav Deli Player of the Game. We appreciate that very much. Gabe Sexton, folks, one of our great sponsors right here, working hard
Yes, sir.
at Poor Trav's Deli.
It's exciting Elizabethton Cyclone baseball. Hi, this is Tom Taylor inviting you to join Isaac Fletcher and yours truly Thursday night from Northeast Community Credit Union Ballpark as the Cyclones host the Science Hill Hilltoppers. Airtime at 4:40. First pitch at 5 o'clock, video and audio. The Cyclones and Science Hill in a non-conference battle at Northeast Community Credit Union Ballpark. It all starts at 4:40 Thursday night here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Cyclone Baseball!
And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Hello to Cindy Harris. Hello to Vicky Causey. Hello to Kay Pierce. Hello to, who else can we say hello to? Ashley Blevins. About time for a fisherman's friend. Hello to Teresa Slosser. Hope I'm saying it right. Becky Hopper. Hello, Becky. How you doing, lady? Nancy McGorry. Gary. How about that? Nancy McGorry. Wanda Slaughter. Penny Isbell. Fern Barrett. Andy Portugal. Tawana Akins, Gary Farrell, some of the folks watching the show. Hello to Barbara Kluth, hope I'm saying right, Kluth. Take a look at high school baseball from yesterday. Cyclones won 4-0. They've won 12 in a row. We've got another game for you today, 4:40 airtime, right down over the hill at Northeast Community Credit Union Ballpark, the Cyclones and Science Hill. Yesterday it goes like this. From yesterday's action, West Green beat South Green 8-2. Crockett over Sullivan East 13-9. Dobbins Bennett beat Westridge 11-2. Providence Academy defeats John Battle out of Virginia 6-1. Again, Cyclones won 4-0 over Tennessee I, and Hazard, Kentucky beat Volunteer 10-0, and Daniel Boone wins and swept Science Hill. And I got that on the front page of this one. So Boone down Science Hill to earn a series sweep. And so Science Hill will come in probably mad today because they got beat yesterday. Hello to Michelle. Michelle, how you doing, lady? Susan Miller and Lori Swigert. Thank you, kids, for watching. That's in baseball from yesterday. Here's today's schedule. Full day. Beautiful day today. It's going to be in the low 80s. Cloudy, overcast, but a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I love it. Cyclones. Science Hill, 4:40 airtime, 5 o'clock first pitch. Cloudland plays 2 at Unaka tonight. University High will be at Sullivan East. Happy Valley plays at Tri-Cities Christian. Crockett travels to Dobbins Bennett. Unicoi County at Daniel Boone. Westridge at Cherokee. Chucky Doak will be at Cobb County. South Green hosting North Green. Tennessee I hosting Lebanon, Virginia. Hazard, Kentucky at Providence Academy. And you have the Hampton Bulldogs playing at the FCA Flames today, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Then you have in softball today, your schedule goes like this. You have the Cyclones hosting Unaka at 5:30. Westridge at Dobbins Bennett. Daniel Boone at Science Hill. Cloudland at University High softball. Chucky Doak softball at South Green, Hampton at Johnson County. Crockett softball at Tennessee High today. Sullivan East at Unicoi County. Cherokee at Claiborne, and the Greenville Lady Green Devils softball hosting Volunteer. Soccer today, busy day for soccer. Sullivan East at Daniel Boone. University High at Pigeon Forge. Dobbins Bennett at Morristown East. Union County at Cherokee, and Westridge at Jefferson County. That's what we've got today for the schedule for the boys soccer. And let's see, Elizabethton plays today, and I have to double check who they play, but I know they play. It's not on the schedule, but I know they play. So that's what's going on in soccer. Now, in baseball in Southwest Virginia today, Tazewell Gate City. Holston will be at Twin Springs, the Battle of the Fighting Titans, and Ridgeview at East Ridge. In softball, Twin Springs and Honaker. And then you have in soccer today, nothing going on in Southwest Virginia today in soccer, so there you be. Boy, you look at the East Tennessee State baseball team, they're red hot. They're at the top of the league. They are 21-7 overall. They're 2-1 of the league. They're tied with Wofford and UNC Greensboro for the lead of the Southern Conference baseball stats. For the Milligan Buffaloes, he'll be in just a few minutes. Brandon Sweeney to talk about him. Milligan right now at middle of the pack. They're 10-8 in the league and 20-16 overall. And so we'll talk about some Milligan sports coming up here in just a few minutes as we're here live again at Port Travis Deli. 543-6128 is the number to call in your sandwich or come in and eat or call it in and pick it up and go or sit down in here and enjoy it with us right behind us here in the eating area, in the in-store dining area. Birthdays today. Tony Orlando from Tony Orlando Dawn. How about that? Tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree. Remember that song? Tony Orlando is 81 today. David Hyde Pierce Niles off of Fraser, 66 today. Olympic skiing gold medalist Peekaboo Street having a birthday, 54 today. Actress Jenny Garth, I have no clue who Jenny Garth is. It says she's having a birthday. She's 53. I have no clue who that is, but maybe you do. And so those are the birthdays again here on this Thursday, April the 3rd. Wow. Countdown continues on for Christmas. We're down inside of 270 days till Christmas. So what is the exact date? I can tell you. Hello, Marty Ford. How you doing? Becky Caldwell and Joanne Lucas. Thank you all for watching the show. Let's see what it is. A countdown to Christmas. Most people don't want to hear this. So football's 141 days. How many days till Christmas Eve? 265 days till Christmas Eve. Oh, that even makes me nervous. 265 days till Christmas Eve. Wow. And 141 days till high school football, which for those of you not in East Tennessee, high school football is big in these parts. It's big in most parts of the country, as a matter of fact. Quick break. We'll come right back. We'll take a look at some college football and college basketball. More movement in the college coaching rankings. Got some NFL news. Tell you all about that and more right after this time out from one of our great sponsors. How about the good folks from, oh yes, Cannon's Furniture. Oh yes. Bought that recliner. Little did I know when I bought that recliner for Christmas, treated myself for a Christmas gift. It was going to help me on my coming back from my pinched nerve in my leg. Had to sit in that recliner a lot. It is awesome. So I'm a big proponent of the recliners from Cannon's Furniture. We'll take a look at some more sports next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Real simple. A lot of furniture stores out there. Why come shop at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings?
One of the biggest reasons people really rave about is 95% of every piece of furniture you see in our store, you can have it tomorrow. Don't wait 6 weeks. You can have it tomorrow. We're a firm believer in having stuff in stock. We have a 31,000 square foot warehouse, which is a huge warehouse. It's actually one of the largest warehouses of any furniture store in the Tri-Cities. And it's full of furniture. And we keep it that way because we want you to be able to come in, select it today, enjoy it tomorrow. It's not the same day. Sunday sometimes we deliver the same day. So
it's just that simple, folks. So phone number to get a hold of you is
423-543-6937.
How do we find you on social media?
Just look under Facebook, look under Cannon Furniture. It will pop up everywhere. Also on Facebook, we're running specials all during the week. You'll see maybe some of them may be limited quantities, it's short period, but they're crazy prices like that chest you were talking about. $147 for a chest it's a crazy price, and it'll probably be gone within a few hours. But we're always running specials like that. Our website is cannonshomestore.com. We are improving it every day. We're going to make some major changes to our website. We're excited about that.
It's all right here, folks, in downtown Elizabeth. And be loyal, buy local, buy Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. Great sponsor, proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports. Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings.
Elizabethton FFA makes a positive difference in the lives of students by developing their potential for premier leadership, personal growth, and career success through agricultural education. It's more than learning about cows. It's becoming the problem solvers for the next generation. We are the future biologists, chemists, computer programmers, journalists, teachers, electricians who will feed our future. By creating a family atmosphere, the Agriculture Department, especially FFA, can become your home away from home. Through contests, leadership events, fun trips, and chapter activities, FFA is a great way to learn about the world while developing yourself into the best person you can be. We invite you to enroll in an ag-based course and be active in Elizabethton FFA. We'll save you a seat.
And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. Hello to Darlene Sutton. Hello to Tracy Tyler. Hello to who else? Chris Adler, Anthony Valdez, Jamie Clymer, Nancy Copeland, Fern Barrett, Jeanette Parker, Dorothy Lewis, Becky Caldwell, Steve Jackson, Marty Ford, Joanne Lucas, Joe Martin, Gene Springman, Jeff Beeman, Fonda Newsom, and Kay Pierce and Susan Miller. Thank you all. Looking over on the phone. Thank you all for being part of the show. We appreciate that very much here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, show number 2259. Tomorrow we'll be at Food City on a Food City Friday. College basketball tonight, NIT Championship. UC, University of California, Irvine will take on the Chattanooga Moccasins tonight in Hinkle Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana for the NIT Championship. Pretty cool. The Moccasins out of the Southern Conference. Good deal. So good luck to the Mocs and good luck to UC Irvine tonight in the NIT Championship. They'll play on at 9 o'clock on ESPN from Hinkle Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana. So there you go. It's going to be a great night for basketball there. All right, some more college. This is pretty cool. You know, everything's going up. We've talked about that before. Prices continue to go up, go up, go up, go up. See if I can get down there and get anybody else. Scotty Blaylock, Jeanette Parker, and Ashley Blevins are watching the show. Thank you. So here's a really cool thing they're doing at Coastal Carolina down in Myrtle Beach. If you go to their football games this year, the concession stand is free. How about that? The Chanticleers, which is their nickname, offering free concessions to fans during the 2025 season. First program to do it. I don't know how many people are going to jump on board and do this. So you go to the football game, Coastal Carolina, everything concession stand is free. Hot dogs, nachos, popcorn, fountain drinks. 4 items per concession stand visit, no limit to the number of trips. You can go 4 times to the concession stand and get what you want. Alcoholic beverages and third-party vendors are not included. But you can go there and eat to your heart's content. I find that amazing. It's going to be pretty expensive, but I guess they're banking on people coming to the game to eat for free, I guess. I guess they feel like it's going to be a reason for people to come to the ball game and watch Coastal Carolina. So this will be, their athletic director says, we're always looking for ways to elevate our game day experience. Well, that's a pretty good elevation. Everybody eats for free. Now you think of that. Everybody goes to the concession stand, gets free food. Hot dogs, nachos, popcorn, fountain drinks, and no extra cost. Up to 4 items per trip. Go back as many times as you want. Now, you take a kid there to the ballpark, man, you can knock, you're talking about saving some money. So Coastal Carolina will do that this year for their fans. Everybody eats free concessions. Will that catch on to other schools? I don't know about that, because that's generally a pretty big fundraiser for, you know, I know a lot of the high schools around here, which is not college, a lot of the high schools, it's a fundraiser for their particular band, boosters, or whoever that runs a concession stand. I don't know if it's the same on a college level or not, but if it's a chance for them to make money and now they're going to give it away, I don't know how many schools will buy into that. So, but they are at Coastal Carolina, so there you go. So if you want to drive to Myrtle Beach and watch the Chanticleers, free concessions to all the fans during the 2025 season. There you go. All right, let's see what else is going on in the world of sports. We thank you for being with us wherever you may be. Chris Beard says, I'm going to leave Ole Miss. And they said, no, you're not. We're going to give you more money, more NIL money. There you go. Now we're getting down to brass tacks, as Mom used to say. So we're going to give you not only a raise for you to stay, but an NIL budget considered to be the top 5 in the SEC to stay with the program. More money to get the Brendan Sweeneys and the Richard Oaks and the Sean Wittens to stay and play. So Beard's not leaving, so Texas A&M needs a coach. So now they go back to the drawing board. They thought for sure Chris Beard would come and be their coach. He's not going to because Ole Miss raised up the ante for him. So there you go. Now, one more story. We got Brendan in here. Kevin Willard has left Maryland, walking out of the saloon as in the old cowboy movie, firing shots, throwing the program under the bus. A lot of the alumni are really jacked up at Kevin Willard. He says, I love this. After this sounds like just somebody who would say this. I think it's time that everybody just moves on. Well, sure, you've moved on. You left the program high and dry. The Crab 5 guys have all left the program. I wouldn't say it's in shambles, but it's on a downward slide. Buzz Williams comes over, takes over now, leaving Texas A&M. Texas A&M looking for a coach, all because Kevin Willard got mad and went back to Villanova. So anyway, he says everybody just needs to move on. It's going to be okay. Well, it's easy for you to say because you got your big pay raise and you have moved on. So, but the University of Maryland has not. And so, the alumni base is pretty mad at him. And I can understand why. Last thing, transfer portal. Drew Pine, Missouri quarterback, leaving. Going to his 4th school. He's been to Notre Dame, Arizona State, Missouri. He'll be a 6-year senior this fall. Drew Pine looking for his 4th school to be a quarterback at. Something's way wrong with that. Notre Dame, Arizona State, Missouri, and now he's looking for his last school. He's a 6th-year senior. So, I don't know. I'm going to get Brandon's take on that, see what he thinks. We're going to get him on the Final Four, see what he thinks about those games. We've got a lot to talk about. He's wearing his Milligan orange, Milligan buffs. And so we'll take a break. We'll get him set up, lined up, and settled in. We're ready to go. Come back, and we'll hear about a school with only roughly 1,200 kids. 40, how many national championships now? 52 national championships, including some this year. Little old Milligan, still just cranking them out. We'll be right back after this. He joins us next here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Loyal, buy local. He's up against the big boy chains. We know that. Why Big John's Closeouts? What do you feel like separates you from the chains?
Well, I think there's a number of factors I think that go into that. Number one, we're local folks. We shop with you all in other places. We go to church with you. We're involved in civic organizations with you. What money you spend here stays here. It goes to support the payroll and, of course, local taxes. As far as that goes, it also supports a lot of nonprofits as well as sports teams, little leagues, softball, all kind of different things we try to support. We support all the high schools, both city and county, either through, fence signs or gymnasium signs or whatever with yearbooks and the whole bit. So, once you're spending local is staying local. And also we believe, customer service. I came up through the Patey Lumber Company ranks from many years ago. 1977 is when I started. And if you didn't get up and wait on people, or you didn't speak to people, or you didn't try to help people, you wouldn't go to stick around very long. So you learned, that it was important, not only to try to just ask people, but to listen, find out what they're trying to do, find out ways that you can help them as far as that goes. And so all that's very important to us.
There you go, folks. Be loyal, buy local, support them. Big John's Closeouts here in downtown Elizabeth with hammer high prices. Great sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports, Big John's Closeouts.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
And back on the Tom Dillon Sports Show, our final guest, he's here. 543-6128, by the way. We're going to sit down and we're going to grub out here in a minute. You like these sandwiches, don't you?
Yes, very much so.
Oh, yes, I
Good
do
stuff.
too. Oh, good stuff, absolutely. So we're going to enjoy it. Hello to Judy Martin. Hello to Jerry Burke, Keith Floyd, Robin Dumity, Dumity maybe? I don't know how you say that. Ronetta Mills, Ashley Blevins, Glenn Bledsoe, Ellen Winters, Carrie Norton, Natalie Gibson, Camille Negrin, and Keith Floyd. I'll get all those in. Thank you. And Martin Logan just popped up. Thank you, Martin, for watching the show. So we're here live at Port Travis Deli, 543-6128. What do you normally get, by the way?
Well, I've only been here the one other time with you, and I think it was I can't quite remember, maybe an Italian of some kind?
Mad Italian.
Yeah, Mad Italian.
Turkey and ham together.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Good.
It was very good.
Cyclone baseball winners of 12 in a row. They're now 7th in the state. They'll take on Science Hill tonight, 4:40 airtime, first pitch, 5 o'clock. Video and audio. Isaac Fletcher will be running the camera for us tonight. We'll get into Milligan baseball and softball coming up. Got to ask about the Final Four. Here we go. Let's get your take. Houston and Duke and Florida and Auburn. Let's go Florida-Auburn. What do you think there?
I think it's interesting. I think I like Auburn, and I think it's because I think their defense is just, really good. It's been tough to score against them the entire tournament. I think Auburn's going to make it to the final.
It is interesting. Broom's not practicing a lot this week.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but the part that you got to remember, and you can say whatever you want to, you can score 800 points a game if you want to. You know this. Defense going to win you championships.
Yep.
Pitching wins you World Series rings. Mm-hmm. Pitching beats hitting every day in baseball. Defense trumps, no pun intended, trumps offense in basketball.
Yeah. Yeah, if you play great defense and you don't give open shots, it's tough to score.
Yep.
So
you're taking Auburn.
I think so.
Knock off the Gators.
Yep.
On the other side of the ledger, the Duke Blue Devils and the Houston Cougars. Two good defensive teams.
Well, just by virtue of my champion being Houston in my bracket, I'm picking Houston against Duke, even though that's a tough matchup.
You picked Houston to win it all?
I picked Houston to win it all, and they're in the Final Four. Hopefully they can get to the final, and then I have a chance.
There you go. I picked Florida to beat Duke, so we'll see.
Yeah,
so
both of them in there too.
Did your bracket do good?
Did okay. I picked St. John's to go too far.
I did too.
Yeah.
I had St. John's going deep.
Yep.
And they didn't.
Nope.
They floundered. But that's why they call it March Madness.
Yep.
So there you go. Milligan basketball had a great run. We had an opportunity to do those tournament games, and ladies won that first game, beat the
Hustlin' Owls.
Hustlin' Owls from Oregon Tech. We don't say the Raging Owls.
Yep.
Hustlin' Owls from Oregon Tech. Then the second game ran into they just had a tough shooting night and just had a tough shooting night.
Yeah, great defensive team. They played in Marion as well. So it's like what we just said. Defense. You don't get a lot of open shots. It's tough to score points, and that was the case in that game for Milligan. And all year long, they averaged near 85, 90 points, and in that one scored just under 70. So it's tough to win games when you're not getting open shots.
University of Cumberland's beat our men's team, eliminated them in their game in Williamsburg, Kentucky. So. Are those teams still going? Are they married?
So the seasons are over at this point. The tournaments are finished. Cumberland's finished 9th at the final site, and I think Marion won their first game and then lost in their second. So that would have been the Elite 8. So
there you go. So we move on now to spring sports at Milligan University. Let's start with track and field. What's going on there?
Yeah, track and field is in their outdoor season. They are going to be this weekend in Knoxville and then also in Brevard, North Carolina. So split squad. We'll have a few athletes at University of Tennessee. They're hosting a track meet at Tennessee, and we've got some of our headliners, Brenda Woodall, Ella Mary Kearney, Luis Peralta, and others going to that one. And then a lot of our field athletes are going to Brevard in North Carolina. So, and they've been doing great work all year. Ellen Mary Kearney broke a school record last week in the 1500 meter. Bryn Woodall just continues to put up unbelievable times. Number 1 in the NAIA in the 1500. Luis Peralta is number 1 in the 800 meter. It just up and down the roster, just crazy accomplishments. So
For a school of 1,200 kids, it ain't like it's 30,000 kids. 1,200 youngsters there, and as we said earlier, 52 national championships. We've already run national championships this school year, haven't we?
yeah, and actually, technically with cycling included, it's 59 because they have 7 of their own. But so 52 this year, 4 indoor track and field champs. 3 indoor track and field champs and 1 swimming relay championship. So really impressive. Bryn Woodall had an indoor championship in the mile. Luis Peralta had it in the 800 meter, and Ellen Mary Kearney had it in the 1K. So
no notes, folks.
Impressive.
It's all up here.
Impressive.
He's got it all up here in his noggin. I'm impressed. I'm over here trying to read stuff all the time. He just walks in and says, yeah, Bryn's done this, and Mary Ellen's done this. I don't know what I did an hour ago. So very impressive. Then you look at this. By the way, everything you want to know, we are the Buffaloes, who folks who are out of the area don't know. So go to the website, Milligan Buffs, Buffs, short for Buffaloes, obviously, milliganbuffs.com, and it's there, all the sports information you need to know about all the sports. Tell us what's going on with tennis right now.
Tennis, they are coming up on the end of their season. They got senior day on Saturday. They play Johnson University at Mathis Tennis Center. The men and women both kind of middle of the pack in the conference right now. The men, they did have a big win last week against the University of Pikeville. Pikeville, their men's team is ranked number 22 in the nation, and we end up with a 4-3 upset in that one. So that was a big win for the men. Gonzaga Lafarga in the number 1 position for the men in singles has been really good all year. Every matchup he goes up against somebody and finishes, either he wins or goes 3 sets and falls just short. So it's been really good to see him do that. Tennis season coming down to the wire here. Johnson, and then the tournament in just about a week and a half.
543-6128, the number to call. It's lunchtime. It's rocking in here, but it's room for you. 543-6128 is the call-in number. Sit back behind us like these folks are and have lunch or get it to go, either way you want to do it. And we're going to sit down here in a few minutes. We're going to break bread, he and I. We're going to book a couple of dates to be at Milligan to go out and promote these people that you're hearing about, get them on the show, let you put eyeballs on them. The bowling team, what's going on bowling right now?
Bowling finished the NAI National Championships. The men placed 4th.
Wow.
In the nation. The women finished 9th. So those 2 teams finished with their NAI season. The men will continue now. They'll play the ITC Championship, which is the entire of all college bowling teams. Everybody from every division makes that. 16 teams make that. And that's qualifiers that decide that. And back in Smyrna about a month or so ago, we went to a qualifier, and the men were able to qualify as one of the top 16 in the nation. So that's the first time that any bowling program at Milligan has done that.
So they're in the big boys. I don't know who is the perennial bowling program in the country.
And the men's game, Wichita State is a perennial powerhouse. Weber International, who's an NAIA school actually, is also a perennial powerhouse. So there's quite a few going to be really good bowling teams there at that tournament, and we're going to see if our men from Milligan can hang with them.
Wow. Just to get there is impressive.
Oh yeah.
So they're going to be in the ITC, and that'll be
in Las Vegas. It's April 17th through 19th.
Next weekend.
Yeah.
Top 16 in the country. Milligan's men's bowling team has been not only invited, they've earned the right to be there. That's awesome. Well, out on the diamonds, what's going on with softball right now?
Softball just came off of a doubleheader sweep yesterday afternoon at Anglin Field, and it was really impressive because Columbia is a team that was at 10-8 in conference play before playing yesterday. Milligan was at 9-11, and then yesterday, Sadie Schown, Bree Presnell pitching was king yesterday, and they both pitched complete games. Only allowed a combined 3 runs between the 2 of them, and overall, the offense did a nice job timely hitting. 4-1 win and 9-2 win were the 2 finals. So now Milligan's at 11-11. Columbia's at 10-10. So we've tied them in terms of winning percentage. So that's going to be huge for tournament play in the standings. We're right on the edge of getting into the tournament right now. I think we're right about the number 8 spot, and the top 10 make it with playing games 7 and 10 and 8 and 9.
They play those at the Brickyard Park in Kingsport, by the way, here in the Tri-Cities. So we got to get over and call some of these games. I look up and this spring's flown by. It's been a blur.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I keep thinking I'm going to
Sure
do some
has.
games that they're winding things down, aren't they?
They sure are. There's not much left. There's a couple of home softball dates left, a couple home baseball dates left, and I think that's all we got.
What's going on with baseball right now?
Baseball is struggling a little bit lately. They're at 20-16 overall now. There's their record. They did, however, win a game against Tennessee Wesleyan on the road. That's the number 2 team in the nation that they were able to take down. That was a hit fest. 17-15 was the final. And there were home runs galore. Seven home runs by Tennessee Wesleyan, 5 by Milligan in that game. So 12 combined home runs in that one. and there were more in the other games of the series for Tennessee Wesleyan. So crazy weekend there in Athens.
I would ask you, was the wind blowing out? It sounds
Yes.
like I would think
It
so.
certainly was.
Yeah, there you go. So you hit it up in the air socket or airstream, and they're gone out of there. So good stuff, MilliganBuffs.com. And so you catch your breath. School is out when? In mid-May with the big graduation?
Yeah, school will be finishing up in beginning of May. There's still going to be sports going till the end of May. Track and field's national championships for outdoor won't be till probably the last week of May. And then in June, we've got some things to do that are more administrative, like there's the College Sports Communicators Convention in Orlando that I will be going to in the beginning of June. All the college sports assistant ADs for communications, sports information directors all go and meet up together in Orlando and talk over things and kind of give each other ideas of ways to improve. So that's a really, really fun event. But once that's done, rest of June and July will be kind of the downtime for us before we come back in August.
Hard to believe. As I said, I checked a while ago, we got 265 days till Christmas. So it's clicking right along, folks. And tomorrow night will be 20 nights till high school football starts, 140 days till kickoff. So it's here. And, of course, they're still going strong with baseball, softball, bowling, track and field. Did we talk golf? We didn't talk
Golf
yeah.
actually did really well this last week. On Tuesday they hosted the Northeast Tennessee Spring Shootout at Johnson City Country Club, and both the men and women won their tournaments. So the women's 6 teams were there. They ended up first out of 6. The men first out of 10. So Francisco de Bethencourt on the men's side won the individual title as well. He shot under par on the tournament, 3 under. Really impressive. Shot a 67, which is 5 under in his second round, which at the college level is pretty tough to do. And then on the women's side, we had 6 finishers in the top 10 in that tournament. So really, really good work all around from golf.
Hello to Mike Stinson. That's a new name. Hello to Reba Clayton and Geraldine Godwin. Thank you all for watching. And let's see, anybody else up to here? Let's get Jeannie Durrell and Julie Stutz, S-T-U-T-T-S. Thank you all for watching the show. We're live here at Poor Trav's Deli, 543-6128. Phones are ringing. Sandwiches are being made. Can't beat it, folks. Steamed sandwiches. Oh, yes. First time I brought him here, he said, this is a keeper right here. We like it. So, and with good reasons, great food. And it's right here. It's a mom and pop business here in Elizabethton. 543-6128 is the number to call. They've got, roast beef. They've got ham and cheese. They've got ham. They've got turkey. They've got pastrami. They've got the meatball sub. They got the pizza sub. They got all right here. It's all made and steamed right over there with the steamers. And you can watch them make it. They wrap it in tin foil, so if you need to get it to go, stays hot for a long time in the tin foil. So if you got to take it somewhere to a ball game or whatever, you're on the move, don't want to cook tonight or any night, they're open 9 to 9 Monday through Saturday. You just come here, pick it up, call them in, swing by here and grab it to go and keep on trucking. We got chips, 10 different kinds of chips. We got 10 different cases of drinks, everything from Dr. Enough to Gatorade to Pepsi, Coca-Cola products, energy drinks, Starbucks coffee, and Starbucks coffee back there in the cold, I guess, iced down, cold glass bottles. Got it all for you here for you to come in and get. So it's not just sandwiches.
Looks like there's even some muscle milk in there.
Is there muscle milk? You know about muscle milk? Yeah. You've lost weight, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. It's, off the carnivore diet now. But it's really, I think after doing that, it made me more conscious of what I've been eating. And so, yeah, it's been much easier to eat healthier. Just by going through that carnivore diet for about a month. So.
How much you lose?
Well, I think it was about 15 pounds.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Through the carnivore diet. So, trying to keep that down. Yeah.
Ain't easy to do, though, is it?
No, of course not. It never is.
With your schedule, you go
Yes.
night and day practically.
Yes.
So we'll grab something here at 10 o'clock at night or 8 o'clock at night and go, probably shouldn't be eating that. So
Yep.
at this time, because it's going to lay on your belly. But anyway, they do have muscle milk. Answer your question. They got Celsius over here. They got the energy drinks here. They got a little bit of everything for you. And if you just need plain old water, they got Aquafina, the Pepsi brand of water, plain water, and flavored waters as well here at Port Travis Deli. MilliganBuffs.com. That's where they go, right?
MilliganBuffs.com.
Yep, find everything they need. And so it's an exciting time. Our spring sports going great guns. Our fall sports did well. Our winter sports, of course, as we told you, both basketball teams qualified for the national tournament. So, again, a school with 1,200 kids is pretty impressive.
I'd like to add one more thing on today. We actually this was announced this morning, that the Learfield Cup standings. I don't know if you know what the Learfield Cup is.
You're about to tell us.
Yeah, the Learfield Cup is a standing basically that measures athletic success across the entirety of your sporting department, basically. So in the winter, Milligan has 9 competitive NAIA sports in the winter. 8 of the 9 made national championships last year, and so. With that, they came out today with the updated Learfield Cup standings for the NAIA, and Milligan is ranked number 4
in the country.
In the Learfield Cup standings. That includes all fall sports and all winter sports. So we were 11th after the fall, and our winter was so good that we jumped up to number 4. And it's really impressive. I mean, I don't know. There's not many schools that can say they've ever been number 4 in the nation in the Learfield Cup standings. So that's a huge honor.
And they've earned it, obviously. And so we want to close out strong and win the thing this year. That's the goal.
Oh, yeah. Let's have a good rest of the spring, get some more national champions in there, and get to the top.
It's within striking distance. You go from number 11 to number 4.
Yeah.
That means, obviously, you're moving up, and that means you're getting closer to the top of the totem pole. Great job, sir. Thank you.
Got it.
MilliganBuffs.com. Love promoting Buff Sports. Love being over there. We'll do more next year too. We got more in the pipeline. We're not done this year yet. I got to get over and do some baseball and softball. I haven't done any yet, because I was kind of on the mend.
Yep.
I kind of healed up. Not a more sinking feeling. They were meant to be playing in that conference tournament. Both games were barn burners, and here I'm sitting at the house, propped up, can't do anything, and thought,
yeah.
But you've been there.
Yes.
You know what I was talking.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, it's I had a pinched nerve in my leg, man. It hurt. Oh, it hurt. But we're back, and so we're going to have to do some baseball and softball before the season's over. Quick break. We'll wrap it up after this from Northeast Community Credit Union. You're watching show number 2,259 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Community Credit Union, one of our great sponsors. Christmas Club savings account for next year. Tell me about it.
Yes, let's talk about it, because now you're going to have 12 months to do this. What better time than right now to open your Christmas Club savings? There's no cost on this. This is just something that we can help you transfer automatic funds, either weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, out of your check. So that way you won't even have to worry about it. And each time that you have that transferred, either you can do it yourself or deposit into this account, or we can have automatic draft set up. That's just convenient for you. And like I said, it's just another sub account to your savings and checking at Northeast Community Credit Union. So if you have any questions, visit bmycu.org or come in and see us at one of our convenient locations, or call 423-547-1200.
And you cut checks when? Next year? October, November? So when you get your checks?
Yes.
Save it up all year?
Yeah, so direct deposit could be your monthly paycheck.
Okay.
And so you can allocate a percentage of that paycheck into the Christmas Club. And that way, when you get to October, November, it's going to be built up. And so it's a great feature, and people love it.
The Christmas Club savings account for Christmas 2024
Yes.
from Northeast Community Credit Union, one of our great sponsors of the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Cyclone Sports.
It's important to hire a professional because you want a quality, trained, and licensed person working in your home. All of my staff are factory trained and have years of experience. With today's technology in heating and air conditioning systems, you want a trained professional working on your system. Our motivation to provide our customers with the best service is years of experience. We've been in business for 35 years and we plan on being in business for another 35 years, so we want to make our customers happy.
Tom Douglas Sports Show, we're going to get him over, I think. If not, we're going to wrap this thing up because I'm hungry. Got baseball coming up, 4:40 airtime, 5 o'clock first pitch. Cyclones and Science Hill coming up. You got me? Here he comes. Ladies and gentlemen, he's in the house. The owner of Poor Trav's Deli.
Tom.
How you doing, buddy?
Doing good.
Won't keep your long phones ringing. We like
yeah,
it.
it's blowing up. We're loving it.
We love it.
It's been a good day.
So what's been the big seller?
Always ham and cheese.
Ham and cheese?
Secondary today, probably Mad Italians.
Mad Italian?
Yeah.
Which is what?
Ham turkey.
Ham and turkey. For those of you out there who've never been here, shame on you. 543-6128 steamed sandwiches. When I called him the other day and said, you want to come be on the show, where you going to be? Poor Trav's. He was ready. He's on his way.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. Brandon said, man, it's good food. Excellent food. Steamed sandwiches.
Love it.
Not many places steam them anymore, do they?
No, there's a couple places to do. Not around here.
Not like we do it, though.
Not like we do it.
No.
Not like we do it.
543-6128.
Heaping helpings of love all over it.
Absolutely. So, can you get white bread, dark bread? You have your
White
choice?
bread, pumpernickel. Yep.
Yep. So you have your choice. And you tell them what you want on the sandwich. The cheeses you offer are what?
Yeah, we got 6 kinds of cheese. We got Swiss, American, pepper jack, provolone, sharp cheddar, and smoked cheddar.
Yep. You can jack it up for you if you need
yeah.
more meat.
Cheese changes everything. So, if you really want to take it to another level, ask us about cheese. We'll give you some recommendations.
Absolutely. And you can jack it up and get extra meat if you want to, extra
meat,
cheese,
double
whatever you
cheese,
want.
Yeah.
Pickled
We'll
eggs.
fix you up.
Love it. It's all right here. Poor Trav's Deli. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 9. And Coach Whitten he was echoing the same thing. Thanking you for, again, we award the player of the game. We do 2 baseball every game. We do 2 kids win a free sandwich from here. So it ain't cheap. Somebody's paying for it. So remember that. Scratch the back of those who are scratching your kids' backs if you're a person here in Elizabethton, or just if you believe in young people. He wants to reward them. It's not just guys who do it, girls basketball. Whatever we broadcast, you give a player of the game to. We even gave away to Milligan. So.
Yep.
And so when we did the Milligan games, he was gracious enough to do that too. So it's all about these kids. 543-6128. Tell us, folks, wanting to eat salads, you offer salads too. Tell us about those.
Yeah, we'll put a big fistful of lettuce in a tray for you with some shredded cheese, your choice of ham, turkey, roast beef. We could even do corned beef, pastrami if you want to get creative, but ham, turkey, and roast beef are the big ones. Some tomatoes, spicy onions, croutons. 2 packs of dressing. We got ranch, Thousand Island, honey mustard, and Italian.
There you go. It's all right here, folks, at Poor Trav's Deli. You are located, what's the address?
101 Broad Street,
Broad
next to
Street.
Hardee's in Elizabethton.
Next to Hardee's, right across from the Jewelers Bench.
Yeah, across from Jewelers Bench, across from Weigel's, across from Nanny's.
Yeah. Right here on the corner.
Down on the corner.
Down on the corner, like Creedence Clearwater Revival sang, down on the corner. Get back over there and answer that phone, make some money. Thank
Appreciate you. Good to see you today.
Oh,
Thanks,
absolutely.
everybody.
Appreciate him very much. Love eating right here at Poor. Knocked me through the wall. Poor Trav's Deli. I didn't know he was going to hit me. That's going to do it. We're going to rejoin you at 4:40 for Cyclone Baseball. They've won 12 in a row. They're 7th in the state. We'll take on Science Hill, who's 20th in the state in 4A. We are 7th in the state in 3A. We'll go on air the broadcast at 4:40. First pitch at 5 o'clock. Isaac Fletcher running the camera, video and audio, and so we'll see you then. So long from Poor Trav's Deli. Thanks again to Brendan Sweeney, the Assistant Athletic Director of Milligan University. 52 national championships. 4th in the country in the Learfield Cup standings. That is smoking impressive. And also head coach Sean Whitten stopping by talking Cyclone football. We are 20 weeks away from football. Hard to believe. 20 weeks out tomorrow night Friday night will be 140 days away from Cyclone football. Back at 4:40 with Cyclone baseball. Until then, we'll say as always, bloom where you planted, and win or lose, be a good sport. And we'll wrap it up with a verse today. We always wrap up our broadcast with a verse today. We unashamedly do that. And so here it is real quick. Let me hit it for you because it's a good one. They're always good. It's out of the book of Psalms, and it goes like this. It says, Psalm 17, 6, 7, and 8. I'll call on you, O God, for you will answer me and give ear to me and hear my prayer. Verse 7. Show the wonder of your great love, you who save by your right hand to those who take refuge in you from their foes, because you'll protect them, absolutely. And then verse 8, keep me as the apple of your eye, hide me in the shadow of your wings. Woo! Verses of the day, Psalms 17, 6, 7, and 8. Back at 4:40 for Cyclone Baseball. We'll see you then. Until then, we'll tell you as always, bloom where you're planted, and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching show number 2259 of the Tom Douglas Sports Show, live today at Poor Trav's Deli here in Elizabeth. And tomorrow we'll be right down the street on a Food City Friday at Food City in Elizabeth. And back at 4:40.